Then the brown and the red tried jumping my ass, but I reversed the situation and slapped both of them on the noggin. Back to running civilian missions for you, little bro. I heard that shit double money this week. And when he got back on the ground, my ass turned into Tom Brady, and instead of kissing my kids on the lips, I made him kiss my sticky bombs. Some random red player crashes Mark 1, and his raging baby ass started going after me. I even tried to pull the sun's getting real low, big guy, but when that shit didn't work. So it started with me getting shot down by purple. So I go and claim some revenge.
Perfect. Hey!
And I was low-key just memeing on them. Shit was not serious. And some random CEO, I think, was trying to run me over, so I just got his ass. But then some random red player crashes Mark 1, and his raging baby ass started going after me. I even tried to pull the sun's getting real low, big guy, but when that shit didn't work. And when I was going back to the parking garage, the brown CEO tried to jump my ass, but we ended up trading. And after Rockstar's latest update, he ain't going to afford those insurance premiums. But I spawned in my own parking garage across the street. Shit was looking like the Krusty Krab versus the Chum Bucket, and I was able to get the red. And thankfully, my God mode was turned on. But then the red CEO got me when I was lacking, and I returned the favor. Then the brown and the red tried jumping my ass, but I reversed the situation and slapped both of them on the noggin. Back to running civilian missions for you, little bro. I heard that shit double money this week. And this brown CEO was still dead set on jumping my ass every 2 seconds. Like, bro, I get it, but the game has been over. But after spanking him across the city, he finally packed his bags. And then I got my death bike and went back to run the fade with red. But after hitting an MLG shot, I got blown up. Who could have seen that coming? So I got old reliable, the Night Shark. This thing could survive anywhere. The desert, hell, a Diddy party, you can't penetrate it. And to be fair to the kid using tactics from before he was born, like who even runs fully loaded in the big 2026, with GTA 6 around the corner and shit. Anyways, he was pretty smart with it, hopping up on roofs and trying to bomb my ass from above. But my room temperature IQ came in clutch, and he couldn't get me. And when he realized that, he got desperate, and I caught him lacking. And when he got back on the ground, my ass turned into Tom Brady, and instead of kissing my kids on the lips, I made him kiss my sticky bombs. Then the crocodile came after me with the sparrow, like, bro, do you see what I'm driving? And he ended up getting real low, and I got his ass. But he ended up changing his strategy. Thought he was getting a bum ass buzzard.
Damn, he really about to rock my shit.
But he ended up crashing that shit, and we both ended up fighting on the ground. Well, not so much fighting as playing Ring Around the Rosie around the hospital. But eventually we both got on the ground. After getting touched by his minigun, I tried to play more cautious. But after getting him with multiple direct bombs, he backed off for a minute. But then he went back to his terabyte, and when he came out, I saw this. Like, nah, Invisible Mark 2's 1 week, Upside Down 1's the next while he's on Ghost. Yeah, I'm out, bro. I got my Starling and got back to the city. And I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting the next part. He got a pyro, and whenever I see these, I know the pilot is gonna be decent, because who flies this shit? And I mean, I was trying my best, but bro had me smoking in record time, and I'm gonna keep it real. I'm a mid-pilot at best. You could put me on D tier next to Joker for life if we judge piloting skills. And I mean, I've got a few hits in, I think. But there was one move that was undefeated in my arsenal. Yeah, kinda lame, I get it. But if you expect me to win that, you have more optimism than most. But before we continued our fight, the pink dude called MVP pulled up on Davy Crockett over here, and I was like, damn, and I just went over to watch when he spawned right in front of me. And me and Davey had some kind of unspoken truce going on. We were moving like...
How we do, man?
What's up then? What's up? And you better listen to John, cause you know I got back doors.
On some he has me head ass. Before you start complaining about some 2v1, this slimeball started this, alright? And I say slimeball because this guy is a world champ at Evo looping. And he went ghost, but Davey was on his ass. And eventually he went and got a plane. And I was left on babysitting duty. And eventually I was able to get my get back, 10 minutes later. Bro has been looping this whole time. But then the chase continued into the mountains, with bro still in his Starling, and me in the Sparrow. And I'm going to just cut to only the good parts, because this dude was genuinely dragging this fight, bro. But after that, he went ghost, and he was gone for like 20 minutes, and eventually showed back up, and...
Bruh, look at this dude.
Bro, God, no. I just left that. But that wasn't the end, because a few days later, I randomly ended up in his game again. And of course, he was Evo looping. Again. So I ran to my Akula and snuck over to where he was, and laid this kid out.
Nope. Nope.
And after that domination, my Akula shit the bed. And I wasn't gonna play fair on the ground against this guy. I learned my lesson a couple nights ago. So I got my RC Bandito and almost got him, but he surprisingly has some awareness. And then he left. And when I looked at his profile, I saw that I could actually join him again. But I think my point has been proven. He is not no MVP.